Hey guys, welcome to Under the Arch Sports. I'm Eric Hobbs, and right now we're going to talk about Desiree Reed-Francois leaving her job as Mizzou's athletic director to take the same job at Arizona. Before we begin, please do us a favor, subscribe to our YouTube channel, like the video, leave us a comment, let us know what you think about this situation, and then also find us on Facebook, Instagram, and on X. All right. President's Day late morning, Pete Thamel, kind of earth-shattering news for the Mizzou community that Desiree Reed-Francois is leaving Missouri after about 2.5 years, headed to take the same gig at Arizona. It's a surprise. There's no getting around that. No one at Mizzou, at least outside of a small circle anyway, was aware that this was even a possibility. There was some talk about her being a candidate for the USC job some months ago. That did not pan out. It caught the fan base, at least, off guard. Arizona is going to the Big 12. So, yeah, they're a fine program. Basketball is usually good. Football, having to make a new hire, but on more solid footing after winning the Alamo Bowl this past season. But maybe the allure of a challenge to fix their financial situation, which is a mess, that could be a factor. Who knows? That's something that was mentioned in Thamel's article for ESPN. But no matter what the way you look at it, it's not an ideal look for Missouri as an SEC school to be losing DRF to Arizona. You wouldn't think it would happen. That's another reason it's surprising. Big Ten SEC, they've kind of separated themselves, right? So going to a Big 12 school from the SEC, a big win for Arizona, frankly. It's something that you look at her background and you say, okay, she's born in Fremont, California, basically San Francisco. And you look at her coaching history, right, where she went to school. She went to school, UCLA, for undergrad, law school at Arizona. There's perhaps a little hint. And then different type of jobs in athletic departments at Cal, San Jose State, Santa Clara, Fresno State, San Francisco. And then after some stops, Cincinnati, Tennessee, Virginia Tech, back to UNLV as the athletic director, and now headed back to Tucson. So for the majority of her professional career and education, you're talking West Coast, or close to it. So in that sense, I think there's some happiness about being closer to home and just West Coast, California, Arizona vibes are just different than Midwestern vibes. Let's be honest with ourselves. Maybe that's a factor. Uh, there's one thing that we will never really know the full extent of how much of a factor this was, but Missouri fans have to consider the fact that it was only February 8th, so less than 2 weeks ago, that the UM system announced the Intercollegiate Athletics Special Committee was being created. And it's an oversight committee to just make sure everything is going as the system wants when it comes to intercollegiate athletics. It's oversight. And the headline name there is Bob Blitz. He was involved in St. Louis with the lawsuit against the NFL when they left for LA. The bottom line is the Mizzou athletic director position now comes with 4 lawyer types snooping around to make sure you're doing your job right. Or the way board curators, the UM system, all that, the way they want it done. That's, who wants lawyers snooping around? Even if you're doing everything perfectly by the book, that's still annoying. And it conveys a lack of trust, a lack of confidence. And when you don't have freedom of movement, freedom of decision making. We don't know the extent of their involvement, but it's all about how Desiree Reed-Francois felt. And I think there's enough rumblings to suggest that she felt kind of constrained, and the timing I don't think is coincidental. That's something that Power Mizzou subscribers, you can check out what Gabe DeArmond was saying, and he's got. I'm not going to steal his thunder, but yeah, there's some thoughts there. Yeah, so that's not a good look. That's also scary because you have a popular athletic director who was doing well and was in a good position at a good school that was having success. And she just jumped ship for a Big 12 school and she's taking less money. Eef. I think it's fair for Mizzou fans to be concerned. I think you need to wait to before to hit the panic button until you see who the new AD is going to be. You might have another home run hire. I think that's why everyone's really upset is DRF was popular. She did a lot of little things. Mizzou Arena, for the time it opened in 2005 until 2021 when she took over, the walls kind of containing the student section were just barren concrete, made it look like a basement or a warehouse or something. It took her all of like 2 months, and she painted those black with Mizzou stuff all over it, and it kind of finished the arena. Everyone complained about the gold chairs standing out, and if there were 10 people missing, it stood out like a sore thumb. New seats, and they're black. Innovations with the sound system and concessions at Furrow Field. Even having a fan committee to get fan opinions and input. If you watch our videos, David, he was on that the first year, and he would meet. And his input it was considered by the athletic director. All that stuff adds up to a popular AD spot, especially when you look at the hires. Dennis Gates, that's the move that took her from all right, things are going pretty well to she just hired this guy, and we all remember this time last year Dennis Gates could do no wrong, and that remains to be seen how it works long term. But come on, also Don Sullivan, Mizzou's volleyball coach, that is. For me, my household, that's volleyball matters. So it matters to me. This hire, Mizzou's volleyball program was absolutely terrible, absolutely horrendous. And in one season, she had them in the NCAA tournament in the second round. So yeah, you're looking at losing an AD who was raising money, putting butts in seats, and improving the game day experience. And now she's leaving to take a pay cut at a school not in one of the big two conferences. To me, it goes back to this oversight committee. I worry that it's simply a feeling of, I don't want these lawyer guys just snooping around and getting in all my business. Let me do my job. My opinion is that is a big factor here. We'll see. If it is, I think it's going to impact who is willing to take the Missouri athletic director job. And that's a problem. So we'll see. I imagine 2-3 weeks, we'll be doing a video here announcing a new hire. But yeah, that's all I've got, guys. It's Missouri always makes things interesting, don't they? Keep it tuned here to Under the Arch Sports. We've got you covered for everything going on in the world of St. Louis sports as St. Louis City SC, the Battlehawks, and of course the Cardinals, all just weeks away from having their seasons begin. Till next time, thank you for watching.